Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a fan-favorite what-if scenario, a clash of titans that has been debated in forums and comic shops for years. We were talking about a showdown in one of Marvel's most dangerous and unpredictable locations. The Savage Land. Imagine this. The humid, prehistoric mist hangs heavy in the air, thick with the scent of strange flora and the cries of dinosaurs. And through this primordial landscape, a figure emerges, not in jungle gear, but in the tattered remains of an electric orange courtroom suit. It's Jennifer Walters, the sensational She-Hulk. But she's not here on legal business. Something has gone terribly wrong. Why is She-Hulk in the Savage Land? Maybe she was representing a client whose case led her through a wormhole. Perhaps she was on a mission with the Avengers that went sideways, separating her from the team. Or maybe, just maybe, she was teleported there against her will by a villain with a twisted sense of irony, stranding the brilliant lawyer in a land where laws don't exist. Whatever the reason, she's alone, she's angry. And the green glow in her eyes tells you she's ready for a fight. The once pristine suit, a symbol of her life as a top-tier attorney, is now just ragged cloth, a stark reminder of how far she is from the world she knows. Just as she gets her bearings, a shadow falls over her. It's not a pterodactyl, but something faster, more deliberate. Swooping down from the ancient canopy of the jungle, a figure lands with a quiet thud, kicking up mud and leaves. He stands tall and proud, his piercing gaze fixed on the gamma-powered giantess before him. This is Jason Strongbow, the protector of the Navajo Nation, the hero known as American Eagle. But what's he doing here? The Savage Land is a long way from his home in Arizona. His presence adds another layer of mystery to this entire encounter. Is he a friend or a foe? Is he also stranded, or is he here on a mission of his own? American Eagle isn't a hero you take lightly. His powers, granted by a secret government project, give him enhanced strength, speed. He's strong enough to go toe-to-toe with heavy hitters, and his senses are so keen he could probably hear a dinosaur blink a mile away. He's also a highly trained combatant and a master tracker. In his element, out in the wild, he is an incredibly formidable opponent. He looks at She-Hulk, not with fear, but with a stern, unwavering resolve. He sees a potential threat, an unknown variable in a land he might be protecting or investigating. She-Hulk, for her part, is not intimidated. Far from it. She's been through cosmic wars, battled gods, and faced down the Hulk himself. A man with wings, no matter how impressive, is just another Tuesday for her. She takes a moment, sizing him up. She can see the power in his stance, the confidence in his eyes. He's not some random goon, he's a warrior. The tension is palpable, a silent standoff between two powerful beings in the heart of a lost world. The air crackles, not with electricity, but with the promise of a monumental collision. Who will make the first move? With a deliberate, almost casual motion, She-Hulk cracks her powerful neck. The sound echoes through the jungle, a sharp, clear sign that she's done waiting. A smirk plays on her lips, a mix of confidence, annoyance, and her classic fourth-wall-breaking wit. Her eyes, glowing with that familiar gamma-powered fury, lock onto Jason Strongbow. And then she speaks, her voice a low, dangerous rumble that promises a world of hurt. Looks like the suit's not the only thing that's torn tonight. It's a classic She-Hulk line, a bit of a pun, a bit of a threat, and a whole lot of attitude. The challenge has been issued. The line has been drawn in the prehistoric mud. Now, let's break down this incredible matchup. In one corner, we have She-Hulk. Her strength is immense, potentially limitless, as it's tied to her emotional state, just like her cousin Bruce. But unlike the Hulk, Jen usually retains her intelligence and personality, making her a much more strategic and skilled fighter. She's been trained by the best, including Captain America and Gamora. She's not just a brute. She's a seasoned brawler with a sharp legal mind, capable of outthinking her opponents as well as outmuscling them. In this state, angry and far from home, her power levels would be soaring. She could probably uproot these giant prehistoric trees and use them as baseball bats. In the other corner, American Eagle. While he can't match She-Hulk's raw, upper-echelon strength, he is far from outclassed. His own superhuman strength is considerable, putting him in the multi-ton range. More importantly, He has a significant advantage in speed, agility, and combat skill. He's a master of hand-to-hand combat, and his senses give him a precognitive-like ability to anticipate his opponent's moves. He could use the dense jungle terrain to his advantage, launching hit-and-run attacks, using his speed to stay just out of She-Hulk's devastating reach. His crossbow, armed with specialized bolts, could also be a factor, not to wound her, but to distract, disorient, or potentially deliver a sedative. So how does this fight play out? The first moments would be a test of strength versus speed. She-Hulk would likely charge, aiming to end the fight quickly with a few decisive, powerful blows. She'd swing with the force of a locomotive, shattering the ground where American Eagle stood just a second before. But he wouldn't be there. He'd be airborne, using his flight and agility to evade her attacks, looking for an opening. He would try to wear her down, using the environment against her. He might trigger a rock slide, or lead her into a tar pit, or use his crossbow to pin her tattered clothes to a tree, momentarily trapping her. It would be a classic battle of the powerhouse versus the strategist. But we can't underestimate Jen's intelligence. She wouldn't just keep swinging wildly, she'd adapt. She'd realize that she can't easily hit him. She might start using her own powerful abilities in more creative ways. A thunderclap, for instance, could temporarily deafen his enhanced hearing and knock him out of the sky. She could start throwing massive objects, boulders, fallen trees, to limit his airspace and force him into a direct confrontation. She would analyze his flight patterns, anticipate his dodges, and set a trap. She's a lawyer, after all. She knows how to build a case and corner a witness. In this scenario, she'd be building a trap and cornering a warrior. Ultimately, who would win? It's tough to say, and that's what makes this such a great matchup. If American Eagle can use his skills and the environment to wear She-Hulk down or find a specific weakness, he has a chance. He's a survivor and a brilliant tactician. However, the longer the fight goes on, the angrier She-Hulk is likely to get. And the angrier she gets, the stronger she becomes. It's an uphill battle for Jason. My money in the end would have to be on She-Hulk. Her raw power and incredible durability are just too much to overcome. American Eagle could put up an incredible fight, one for the ages, but eventually She-Hulk would land a hit. And one clean hit is all it would take. But here's a twist. What if they're not meant to be enemies? What if this initial confrontation is just a misunderstanding, fueled by the paranoia and danger of the savage land? Maybe after a few devastating exchanges, they realize they're on the same side. Perhaps the real villain who stranded She-Hulk is also the one threatening the savage land, the very thing American Eagle came to investigate. Imagine them teaming up. The unstoppable power of She-Hulk combined with the tactical genius and tracking skills of American Eagle. They would be an incredible duo. She-Hulk provides the overwhelming force, the frontline assault, while American Eagle acts as the scout, the strategist, and the precision striker. Together, they could take on any threat the savage land has to offer, from Sauron to Devil Dinosaur himself. That's a team-up I would pay good money to see. The banter alone would be priceless. You'd have Jen's witty, fourth-wall-breaking humor clashing with Jason's stoic, serious demeanor. It would be a classic buddy cop dynamic, but with superpowers and dinosaurs. It's a story full of potential, starting with this explosive first encounter. A clash born from confusion and circumstance, leading to a grudging respect, and ultimately, a powerful alliance. It's these kinds of unexpected character interactions that make the Marvel Universe so rich and exciting. So, what do you guys think? Who would win in a straight-up fight between She-Hulk and American Eagle? And what do you think of them as a potential team-up? Let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you see this epic Savage Land showdown playing out. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into a classic comic book what if, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.